Well, that was a great explanation by Sai Krishna about the importance of sports in students' life. Now let's just focus on the formal life of a student, that is Indian education system. We all do have this, we all agree to the fact that Indian education system is not at all perfect. In fact, it has some absolute mistakes and irregularities when it comes to developing a good personality and character, and also while relying on the value of the students and improving the value education that we give to the students. So let's just focus on the Indian education system. So, problems in the Indian education system. But the question is, why are we considering the problems in the Indian education system? See, our Indian education system has many good things, but it also consists of many bad things, or I should say, many blind things. So I'm going to focus on those blind things today in this webinar. The Indian education system is considered to be one of the Indian education system is considered to be one of the best education systems in the world. Yes, even I agree for that. Many people, not only this time, but many years ago in the ancient times also, people used to travel, people from other countries, citizens, many teachers, lecturers, PhDs from other countries came here, used to come here to gain some knowledge, to increase their knowledge, to increase their stature of perspectives in various fields. When we had Nalanda University in our country, it was a great time. So I can say that, yes, India was always a great thing in the past. But the thing is, unfortunately, in present Indian education system, we are lacking many things. I still agree that Indian education system is best education system, but it lacks many things. It has many problems that are known to public in a magnifying glass. Many people do know this, but still they don't want to prefer to talk about this. I don't want to refer something, and the things come out of my heart as I have crossed years in my career. I am studying Masters in Technology, MTech right now, and I can say you that there are some lack. I can tell you honestly that there are many things which we lack in our Indian education system. We don't focus on the practicality of knowledge. We don't focus on the skill development of the students. We don't focus on development of their personality. We don't focus on character building of the students. There are many things which we lack in our Indian education system, but still we don't want to talk about this. We don't choose to talk about this. We Indians are forced to move with the current education system, and there is no one to question the drawbacks. And why is it? No one is questioning this. Everyone is just busy in their own lives. This is going on. And this video is going to focus this, in this explanation, I'm going to focus to improvise the education standards and the education system and not to blame the current system. Because see, India is a country with higher population rate. And we take that as a disadvantage. But to be honest, if you'll improve the education of this country in a productive way, then I don't think that this is going to be a bad thing, or I should say, this is something, a disadvantage. To be honest, it is an advantage that we have many people, who can, if dedicate themselves to work efficiently, then trust me, this is the most efficient country in skill development. Exams, exams, and exams. In our education system, the main thing which we go wrong is that educating and marking. I mean, you just complete your lecture and you conduct an examination, and that examination will surely announce and set the future of that student. The first and foremost thing I submit here is the exams, which is why nearly 70% of the students study only to score marks in the exams and not to learn the new concepts, which is why in many schools of some states of our country have been prosecuted by law for conducting cheating in examinations. You can just search up on YouTube and you will see many videos in which parents are helping their own children while they're writing the exams with chitties and book materials and all, and teachers are not doing anything. They are just, because they got their cut, they got their money. So it is merely a waste, and this will go vanished after the exams are over. So the thing is this knowledge really knowledge? Is this education really education? I don't think so. It will affect his career when he or she wants to remind the things later when it is needed. Obviously, you are just trying to cheat. You are just trying to pass that exam for that period of time. And after that, you will not have that knowledge. You will not gain this knowledge at all. This may be a short collection of words, but if you think of it deeply, it means a lot, and lot to you in the education system. Education system is not a low topic. In fact, many politicians, many people must think about education system and improving the students in a better way in this society. That is not a topic which should not be considered. Actually, it should be an important thing to be discussed. But many people choose to avoid this. Many people choose to blind themselves. Why? Because they are not interested. They are busy in their own things. Government schools versus private schools. Now let's focus on the schools which we got in our education system. In Indian, so-called Indian education system, we got government schools and private schools. This is going to be one of the major factors that create a complex between the government schools and the private school students. There are many, see, the thing is, schooling and education has become a business these days. The better the fees you give, the better you will be given knowledge, and your schooling should be that much perfect. Many government schools don't focus on personality development or character development of the students, and many private schools also. And not only schools, but also colleges, which I have seen, and they don't focus on exactly making students to learn, making students to get interest, but they just focus on one thing, that is completing the curriculum at the time, I mean, within given time. So that is how you make students. That is how you are making future citizens by doing your job. You are literally doing your job just like a robot. Then what's the point of being a human? Even though you could add up with the results, there is a small heart in your corner saying yes. Obviously, many of us, even you will say that government schools and private schools are different. Government schools have less priorities, or it should say less facilities. Private schools have more facilities and all. The syllabus and curriculum are same in both, and the clash lies in the infrastructure and miscellaneous facilities. I could ask a direct question. Obviously, right? The same point which I took. So, why cannot these facilities be added in the government school to make kids feel happy while learning? Obviously, government school students, it's not that they don't want to earn something in their life. It's not that they don't want to dream something. They don't have any dreams or goals in their life. It's just that they don't get a proper guidance. The main difference between private schools and government schools is that students don't get a proper guidance. And I'm not talking about some academic guidance now, for now. I'm just saying about that motivation thing, the inspiration thing. I still remember when I was in school that we had a sir called Prashant sir. He inspired me. He kind of inspired me in many ways. At that time, I didn't get it, but today, when I look back, I say thanks to him. I feel grateful for such a teacher in my life, for such a guidance in my life. So obviously, many students are there. Many students lack this support, this teaching support, this interest. So that's the important thing. I know this question is going to be terrific one, and it needs an answer for the soulful hearts. If you think of this question from the minds of a kid who are lodged in government schools, you could realize their feelings. Obviously, they will always have this inferior complexity when they will sit beside a private school student. Why? Because they are poor. They will always have this feeling that they are poor, that they are, maybe they are nothing in this society. But the thing is, they are not nothing. They are something. They can achieve much more better than the private school students. And I'm not in a war. I'm not conducting a war between government school students and private school students. No, I'm just explaining you the facts. I'm just trying to show you a different perspective, my perspective of the same thing. It's not about privilege. It's not about education. It's about the support. It's about how we see children. We should not judge children by which school they are studying. We should not judge them by what they are studying. I mean, what kind of syllabus they are studying. We should judge them only and only by their age and by their character. That's the thing. I could say one more fact, that getting a seat in a highly reputed schools or colleges by giving a lump sum amount also affects the education of others who could not get that due to their low economy. It directly or indirectly affects the education of other students. There are more to summarize on this. Once these facts are nullified with a proper system, everything will be good and we could get a better standard and a beautiful education system in India. This may be a short collection of words, but if you think of it, it deeply means a lot and lot to you in the education system. So let's just focus on the solution of this. So what are these students lacking these days? I mean, what is that they truly lack? Our education truly lacks. First is practical knowledge. Second, proper guidance. And by proper guidance, I don't mean that you should completely, as a teacher, guide them till they die or till you die. No, I'm not saying that. As a teacher, you can guide them, you can inspire them. The thing is, students lack interest in the subjects. And when you will make them to get interest in that subject, then automatically they will choose that subject. They will love that subject. And that is when they will plan that subject. They will take time and invest their time to read that subject. So this is how you will get interested in students. This is how you actually teach students, by playing small games, small task games, where you will give them a homework, they will study and they will explain the topic in front of the whole class. Like this, they will cheer up. And one more thing, there will be times as a teacher when you will always have this chance that when you have to scold the student. He did not do well when you gave him a chance to explain something in front of the whole class. Then in such situation, fake it. Just fake it for once. Give him that reputation which he is lacking. And once you will give that reputation in front of the whole class, then that student, he will automatically crave for this reputation. And that is when he will start learning that subject. He will start earning that subject, right? Earning that reputation. So this is the overall Indian education system, the problems of Indian education system. Mainly the problems mainly many people don't talk about Indian education system because they're too busy about their own life. They're too busy enjoying their life and earning money for their life, setting up their goals and working for them. But the thing is, education system must be considered when we're talking about development of this country, because that's how citizens will grow. Future citizens will be better than today's. And if you are part of audience, and if you are still listening to this presentation, that means a lot to you. And that means that you are really honest about what you want to learn and gain out of this webinar session. Thank you so much.
Starting from school life, the children grow up and start their youthful life in this country. But what about the youth of this country? Are they confused or confident? Let's focus on this perspective.
So it was a great explanation about Indian education system, right? So we have been talking about Indian education system in many ways, in many YouTube, everything. But now let's just focus on the products of Indian education system. Let's just focus on the youth of this country, Indian youth. Are they confused or confident in their life? And here I present to you my friend Venkatesh, who is going to explain his topic, which is confident or confused Indian youth. Welcome, Venkatesh.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Venkatesh here. So let's begin our new topic. So I will be sharing the screen. Yeah, is my screen visible to you?
Yes, it is visible. Please proceed.
Yeah, okay. As we are in this 21st decade, see the youth of India confident or confused. As we know, India is one of the fastest growing economic in India, and we can see the many countries are following up India. Even recent news that we can say that is US is under the recession, and but the India will be never undergo the recession because India has the enough youth and its agriculture dependence on many people, and many people are in the youth are very confident and little bit confident confused also, and we'll be discussing about these topics today. See, India is home to a fifth of the world's youth. Half of its population of 1.38 billion below at the age of 25, and a quarter is below at the age of 14. Indians' young population, it is the most valuable asset and the most pressing challenges it have been India has. It is one of the biggest asset of India. So we can know that 1.38 billion is below at the age of 25. This is one of the most powerful countries. India have no youth in that. We can take example as China, Russia, and USA, but they doesn't have the youth. And we can see we have the many of the 1.38 billions of people are at the age of 25 are in the India are youth only. So this is one of the advantage, and we can see so youth in India with a unique demographic and advantage, but these opportunities will be lost without proper rate investment and human capital and development. As we know, though youth are not at all confident or confused what they are going to do up in the next steps. This is one of the major impact of the country, and which way they are choosing is another important contribution to the nation. So India will not be able to realize it is truth growth, growth potential. Its youth is not able to participate equitably and productively. It's in its economy. So we should know that how much of the percent of the youth are contributing to the economy or the nation development. We should think of that. See, as of the recently a study says that we can know a study says 80% of youth are confused only because they doesn't know what's happening, what's going happening, and remaining only 20% are having clarity on their goals. So this is very interesting point to be noted, and 80% of youth are confused. So this is one of thing, and the youth of India is confident enough to achieve their goals because today most of the parents notice that their children are very much confused on their goals. But why they are confused? They are confused because of their guidance. Who will guide them? So guidance is also one of the most important thing. So most of the parents are sending a major spending majority of their portion of their incomes to build their futures of their kids. So this can decide the options for the future that will be helpful for them. However, as per the study, Indian youth are confused more than confident. We can even we can know with these our surrounding youth, they are most of the confused. So I have captured some of the reasons why they are confident or why they are confident. So reasons for confidence and reason for confusing. So I will be showing you at the last. See, who are youth? Population who falls within the age group of 15 to 30 are youth. So we will thinking that 15 to 30 are youth. So this is one of the thing, and you can know this mindset towards the youth. The major mindset for the youth is to school. We should the school in the school study college, then getting job and getting married, and that's the end of the life. It's not the end of the life. So will be there will be we should think of all the facts and everything. So here I am representing you some of the reasons for the confidence. So why they are confident? And the world became a global village. Parents are spending capacity increased. Government support in education. So government is nowadays it's not supporting the education well. I think it's a gone, and their youth is somewhat confident about the technical revolution which are at present moving on today. And opportunity, there are more opportunities to study now. Even we can go to abroad and we can study there, even we want to do everything. And the creativity of the youth are day by day it's increasing, because whenever we think of past 15 years, the youth will be entirely different, and as present the youth will be entirely different. And moreover, the digitalization also coming up. So I am presenting you, these are some of the reasons for the confidence. And reason for confusion, because many students are, only we can say 20% of the students are, youth is confused, confident, and 80% are confused. So why it's happening? So because of their goal clarity, lack of goal clarity, focusing on marks only, not on knowledge, and gap between the college and corporate skill, because corporate skill will be entirely different. It will be only on the getting marks and that's all, but not on the skills and knowledge. And working towards parents' goal, not on their interest, because parents will brush their mind up to become this, but not able to become what the children want to become, the youth want to become. So another one of the major defect is, I will not encourage this, is comparing with the others. It is one of the, because everyone he has his own talent, we should not compare with them with others. And lack of self belief, and lack of right guidance at the right time, this is one of the most important thing. See, many of are getting the, not getting the confident, giving the right guidance at the right time. So, and one more thing is that political interference, we should not, the youth should not become in the interference to the politics or addict to the politics, and active social elements influence also. As we know that uh, youth are many confused. I can say some of the examples also for that. Recently the Agnipath scheme, see, many youth have been protested in the all over the country, but once you think after the, it's about demolishing the public property, government property, it will impact their future in the, because they won't allow in the future jobs also, because they will be in the PD acts, which will be non-bailable cases. And this is one of the biggest reason, the lack of confidence, because they have the content that, but they are confused about those things. So this is, and my summary is that as the world is growing faster than ever, because the technology revolution is improving the day by day, the world is growing faster so than ever, has the opportunities, but the skill required to grab those opportunities are very limited, and those skills are in the college levels, maybe corporate level, maybe very less. So, and the knowledge will also be very less. One of the aspect to be blamed at the positions are education system. I can't say that Indian education is not very bad, but I can say that not good at the providing the knowledge and skills. And nowadays education has become business, because everywhere we can see the private organization, private universities, because once upon a time we can think that 10 years back there were no universities in the privatization, because entirely in the government only. So this is once a concern about more about this. And the students who graduate from the colleges are not skilled enough today. And this is I can say that most of the youth are not not confident but confused a lot. So this is another thing I would like to tell. So only those who follow their passion succeed in life, but today's scenario has put youth in so uncomfortable positionings that they forgot their passion and feel confused and get deviated. Nowadays youth are also getting deviated as soon as possible they, because the culture by day it's changing. So this is my topic of youth India confused or confident. I can say 80% of youth are confused. So let's hope for the best. And thank you for this giving the opportunity. Thank you for everyone for watching the video.
Very nice. That was a very great explanation. Thank you, Venkatesh, for investing your precious time here with us on this webinar. It was a great explanation, and many things, many key points which I noted from your explanation is that first you told that education has become business. Yes, that is true, which is why it is not focusing on the value education of the students. about which just now Ganesh has explained very well. And also you kind of puffed this material that says that students are not following their passion, unable to follow their passion, and they are kind of distracted because they are not. The reason behind this is because they are not able to create their proper personality till they reach the academic, till they leave the academic calendar, to be honest, till they graduate in their life. Many people don't know what to do with their lives. They're just educating themselves, they're just getting a degree, but they are not focusing on the purpose of their life, which has to be considered while you are living a happy life and privileged life in this country, India. That was
Yes,
a great
yes.
explanation. Thank you so much. So, Venkatesh, I have a small question for you.
Yeah, yes, you can.
So, what advice you want to give? What should be the primary goal of Indian youth the very moment they get graduated in this country?
See, one thing I would like to first point I would like to say. First point is the be patriot to our nation. See, this is the first point everyone to be follow. And another thing, important thing is we should have the both good personality and good character. Because if we have one and if we doesn't have another one, it will be leads to disasters. Because good personality and bad character, it's very dangerous. Because a personality person, he will have the good personality, but he will not have the good character. It will be very harmful to the society. But for the every student, every youth in the country, and every graduate, he should have the good personality and good character. So if he doesn't have the personality, he will be faces the similarities in the society. Because we should more majorly focus on our personality and character. So these are the main points. And at the same time, we should not focus on our marks. Those are just the numbers. We should only focus on our skills and knowledge. Even I have very bad knowledge on my marks. Even my diploma, I have only 58 percentage. I was very struggled to getting the job. So this is one of the part. But later I have improved my knowledge. My knowledge have given me the best position in the industry. So this is I would like to tell. And we should always patter to the country. We should have our be polite and kindness to everyone. This is only the things I would like to my fellow youths.
Well, that was a very fruitful explanation. And it's true that we should work on our character mainly because personality is like mask which we showcase in front of the society. But our character is the real thing which we are. Yes, you are right.
Yes.
You are absolutely right. Our character actually is a reflection of our soul, to be specific. That shows that what kind of ideas you possess, what kind of thinking you possess, what are you, what you will do at a certain situation comes, how you will behave when you will face any challenge in your life. So character must be very important. So you should start working to build a positive character so you can face many negative things in a very positive way. Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you for your explanation.
Thank you for giving the opportunity. It's a wonderful webinar. I am happy to participate in this. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you once again.
That means a lot. Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's know the perspective of youth for his education. We got Rajamouli to present his presentation on his perspective on modern medicine.